So next we are starting with then actual our scripting part key. So we already started, but the key actual contents. Okay. So as we have discussed key, like as we have discussed key, this particular scripting is nothing simply what the sequence of commands. But what do you think? Just writing the sequence of commands will fulfill our need or requirement? No. So we have to decorate that sequence of command with the help of some different kind of what you can say the different kind of logical entities. Logical entities like we have the variables. Okay, we have the different kind of loops. We have the different kind of functions, case statements, etc. etc. So not just the sequence of command, the sequence of command with certain kind of other logical functionalities or entities or things. So what are that? These are these loops, function, etc. etc. So by combination of all these things, you will get your actual script, which can be fulfill the logic that you want to get from your script. Okay, so that is exactly the shell scripting. Okay, so that part we are starting in that first important thing is the variables. So all of you are aware with the variables, what exactly the variables. So variables are simply the some storage location that have certain names, that certain names you can give it to it, and which can so we can assign the certain value that particular variable. So name is the variable in the sense that value can be also changed in the future. So variable basically storage location that have the name and can store the some data which can be changed in the future. So syntax also you must are all of your aware key name of the variable and the value. Okay. So there are the three different ways to assign a value to the variables or declaring the variables and assign the value to the variable. So which are that? First is the explicit definition, then read command and the command substitution. So let's discuss one by one. Key first one, that is the explicit definition. So explicit definition is simply it is simply like what you can say the way you mention key, like this is your part of the okay. Suppose I want to declare the variable as a count equal to 10. Okay, so this is the explicit definition. Name of the variable equal to sign and value of the variable that you want to assign. So this is the explicit definition. Okay. Now in some other programming language, you must have seen key after equal to you used to give the space. It is working in some other programming language construct. But here you have to keep in mind the space will not work before the starting of this assignment as well as after this assignment. So there should not be any space. These things you have to keep in mind. Okay, so the same I have mentioned. So how you can declare the variable as a part of the explicit definition, variable name and the value as also shown here, the docs number. There should not be a space before the assignment and after the assignment. So this is the explicit definition. Then another important thing is this is for the having the numerical value. Then if you want to assign some string to the variable, then important thing now why there should not be space, that I will explain you the reason behind that, why it is not taking the space while declaring a variable. Okay, I will tell you. Next, what you have to see is suppose you want to assign some string. So that time you should assign it compulsory between the quotes. What if you don't assign it in the quotes? What will happen? That will also you'll see. But these are the some standard rules that you have to follow, because these things are the in every script you have to utilize these things. Okay. So first standard rule, there should not be space while you are assigning some value to the variable. Second, if you are assigning the string, then it should be enclosed between the quotes. These 2 points clear. Then we'll see the reason behind that. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Let's see the reason behind why it is like this. Okay. So I have the script already. Let me take you to that. I am in the directory variable in the script. Okay, I will open my terminal from here only. Okay, and now I have my script written variable. Let me show you the script. Let's discuss the script first. Okay, so here first way of declaring the variable and assign the value. So you can see here I have declared the variable count and I have given the space. I have mentioned the rule will not work because space while assignment. Space will not work while you are doing the assignment. Why it will not work? Let's see. I will show you that. Then what is the right way? Right way is like this. You should not have any kind of space. Okay. Then regarding the string, if you declare the string variable and if you try to assign the string to this will also not work. So right way is what you should do it like this. Okay. Now we'll execute it in the both the way. Okay. Variable one dot sh. So you can see I have got here. Let me full screen it. Command not found. This is the error for what? This is the error for this. Now, why it is showing command not found? Can anybody tell me? Have I written any command there? No, no, no command I have written here. It is simply the variable and I have assigned the value. Then why it is telling no command found? Because the interpreter will not give the error like anything. Nah, it will give some, there's some logic behind the displaying the error also. Similarly, after that, what I got the correct result because this is the correct way. And this is get echoed that I will tell you. Echo. Now, if you want to display, print, in case of shell scripting, what we have to use the echo command. As already we have this echo. And now what you want to display? Value of the count. Now, important thing you have to keep in mind, accessing variable, we have to use the compulsory dollar symbol before that particular variable name. So this is standard rule. So that we have. Next, again, I am getting the same error for this. You can see when I'm writing the wrong way, and after that, I am getting the correct result when I'm writing in the correct way. So why this is showing command not found? Because when you give the space like this, all of you can see, when you give the space up after that equal to sign, it is treating that particular part as a command. You are getting my point. Why? What exactly happening? When you are giving the space between this equal to sign and this value, it is treating it as a command. Why it is treating it as a command? Because when you write any command, you always used to give the space. You always used to give the space there. Okay. Take any command. What is the syntax of command? Command name and space. So that is the reason interpreter is treating this as this is the command. But is it the command? No. That is the reason you are getting the output here as command not found. So you cannot play with the syntax because interpreter is what? Interpreter is also some software which is written by the developer itself. So while that software is getting developed, these all the things are mentioned. Compiler, interpreter, you must have heard. See, these all the things are mentioned. How should be the syntax of variable? Means there is no any kind of rocket science here. The things are getting matched. the things which is being written initially, key compiler rules, key variable should start with the letters only. So these things are already mentioned when this interpreter get developed or compiler get developed. So that is the reason, as I told you, key this is being getting treated as what? Command. Because usually what we do, we have the command and the space. So that's why it is getting treated. So that is the reason this is the wrong way, and you can get the possible error like this for this command. All of you got the reason why we should not give the space.
Yes.
Okay, this is also very important thing. Okay, number of times get asked. Okay. Then next here the key, those who are not aware, key I have declared the variable. Now I want to display the value of that. To command you can use is what? Echo command. In front of that, the name of variable, and it should start with the single dollar. So this is the way of accessing the variable value. So accessing the variable value, we have to use the dollar in front of the not in front of the variable, just before the variable. Okay. So this is the way of accessing it. Understood? So this is for the numerical things. Then same thing as the reason here I already told you. Hash is used to give the comment. Okay, those who are not aware, they can note it down. I'm mentioning here, I have mentioned the hash. So hash in the sense I'm giving the comment. These things will not get displayed. Understood? So this is for the giving the comment. Okay. So this also we don't need. Then suppose you want to declare the string variable and display it, so that you can do. So you should use the double quotes. As I already told you the reason behind that, and displaying rule is same, just like the previous. Okay, so so this is the simple output you are getting. Can you see we don't have anything display these things because I already commented of this. Okay, all of you understood this one. Now next thing is how we can do the multi comment. Means I want to comment out this whole part. So you can do the multi comment like writing this. You can see everything got commented. You can you might not get the whole things commented out using the hash. Okay, so for that you can use the this one here, and here you can mention comment again. Then so mostly we don't need the multi comment. We can have the what we can say with the hash our work will be get done number of times. Okay. So all of you understood this part. The first one, the explicit definition. So that already we have working. Simply name of the variable and the value. How to access the value of the variable? Use the dollar sign, starting with the dollar sign, name of the variable, and how to display it with the echo command. Okay. Now there are some rules that also you should follow. Variables are case sensitive. Okay, if you declare it with the capital and you're trying to access it with the small, then it will not work. You try out these kind of things. By convention, variables are uppercase, but even if you write the small case, there is a no issue. Okay. To use or access a variable, just write the variable name followed by the dollar symbol that we have seen. So variable names, the rules of the writing the variable names are standard one, which you might be knowing about the C++, this kind of language. Like you should start with the, it should be like variable name should be like alphanumeric characters starting with the alphabet or underscore and contain the digit or underscore in between. So that rule same here. Okay, so this already we have seen. Then another, as we have discussed, there are the three ways to declare the variable and assign the value to the variables. So next is what? Next method, the Linux read command used to read the contents of line into the variable. So through the user also we can give the value to the variables. Okay. So this is a built-in command in the Linux, read command. It will take the input from the user. Okay. So like in the C language, we have the scanf. Those who are aware of the C language, scanf. Okay. So like that. So what is the syntax of this read and variable there that we want to declare? So it is one of the interactive way of setting the variable and assigning the value to the variable. Okay. So let me take you to the script itself. So the second method of declaring the variable and assigning the value. So as I said, echo to display the message only. So it will get display as a enter your name. Then I have declared here one variable with the read command. What is the name of my variable? Name. Read name. From where the value of the name will come? It will come from the user side. Then echo enter your age. Now this value also will come from the user only on the terminal itself. And lastly, we have to display. We have to display the name. Now, as I already told you, now before the displaying, if you want to if you want to give some message, you can give here. Okay, this will get the things within a echo will get display as it is. But for this, it will take the value of name. Okay, whatever the value you will give there. Then you have to display the age, then age, colon and age. Okay, let's run it and then see. So again, this we will also face is ch mode a plus x then dot slash read one dot sh. Okay. That also work. So now you can see name key, for example, I will say the data nuts. So you can see here name data nuts age. Now you can see here my input is getting displayed below the my statement. Enter your name and that below that statement I have to enter my name. I don't want like that. Okay, I want my whatever input I will give, it should get display on that line only. So for that, you have to make the use of -n option. So here I have mentioned making use of -n. Means what? If you just mention here -n or -n, then your whatever input you will give, it will get display on the same line only. So you can see, but in this part, we are not getting this. Our whatever input you are giving, it is getting displayed below that particular our first statement. So if you don't want that, you want to display the your whatever input you are giving on the same line, use the -n option. Okay, and then you can see this is a better interactive display you are getting. Okay, so that is the use of -n here. Understood this one? How to use the read command? Yes, all of you.
Yes.
And
Yes,
how
got
to
it.
make the use of -n or the -n. Okay, you'll try it out, then you'll get the more clear. So let's discuss some more things about the read. Okay, now you can make the another two important option in the read command. Okay, so that two options we are having here key dash, we have the -p and the -sp. Okay. Now, what exactly the -p? So -p will display this message. Hyphen when you use the read and -p, it will display this message. Okay. When you use the -sp, now when you are typing, your content will not get displayed. Okay. What is the meaning of S? S stands for the silent. Silent P. S stands for what here? Silent means you are out. When you are typing something, it will not get display. Okay, like password. Okay, when you are entering the password on the Unix system, it is getting hide. So for that, -s option is get utilized. Next thing is, as it is echo, your name is like this, your age is like this. Okay, so let's discuss this part first, then we'll go to the other part. Okay, so what is the name of our script? Read to.sh. Let's see. So again, I have to give the permission to this. Okay, you can see here. Enter your name. I use the data nuts. So you can see here. Oh, sorry, I forget to tell you while typing. Okay, now here you can see that this is a, you can see the first one. Okay, enter your name. You can see because of -p, we are getting this option there. Means it is behaving like the echo, correct? When you are using the -p option in the read command, it is behaving like the echo option. So data nuts. Okay, age. Now I have entered the age, but you have not seen it because of the option -s. But when I will display it, you will get the idea. Okay, you can see your name is data, your age is. So this is for the first part of the script. Okay, don't think about the last one that I will explain. So that is the meaning of this -p and -sp. Okay, all of you got this?
Yes, because
Button. Okay. So this is the more interactive way. If you want that whatever typing it should not get display, then you can use this -s okay option. Then making use of -e and /n. Okay, now you can see here. This is the making use of -e, and so you can see without -e option, you are getting output like this. Now let me show the script first. Echo E means echo in the echo, and this part means this part will get display as it is, correct? Next echo your name is dollar and name /n, your age is. Now why I have mentioned here /n, I want name to be display and below that I want age, but you can see I'm not getting the result correctly here. Here making use of -e and n without E option, -e option, I am getting the result like this only. And I am getting display the /n also, correct? But I want this, but I am getting display the /n in the sense /n is not working. All of you are agree? /n is not working here. Then what is the way to make it work? The way to make it work to use the -e option. What is the -e? -v will get the interpretation of /n. -e for what? Getting the interpretation of /n. And then you can see below, I am getting the same script. I have just make the change is what? -e only here. Okay. And I'm getting the same result. Your name is data nuts, your age is first line below that. Now this, I'm getting the one line below the another line because of what? Because of the /n option. And when you can get the result of /n, only if you use the -e or -e option. Understood? All of you understood this one?
Yes.
Use of
Yes.
/e
Yeah.
and the these things. Okay. Now you can see here I have make the use of double quotes also. Okay. So when you are mentioning some message and inside that you are mentioning dollar, some name, so it is best practice to have the quotes. Okay, it is best practice to have the quotes for the whatever things you are mentioning there. Okay, so when you go forward, we also see the another uses of double quotes also. So always use the quotes. If you want to display some, even if you don't use the quotes here, the things will work. Okay, let me show you. You can see. Let me make the change in the below command also. You can see even if you get this, even don't give the quotes, it will work. So when the necessity of giving the compulsory quotes will come, that when we come to that point, we'll see that. Okay. So I hope from this you got the idea about how you can, now this is the means things that you, how you can use the read command in more better way. You can make the use of read command as a echo, and how you can interactively display the output by making the use of /n. Okay, so if you want to make the use of /n, then compulsory you have to make the use of -e option. Okay, before the slash. Okay, then so this is done. Second way of declaring the variable and assigning the value, that is with the help of the read command. Okay. Now you can also there is a another way within a read only. You can also read the system variable, value of the system variable. System variable in the sense what? Is what is the name of our host? Here host name is the system variable. So you can see now here, let me run the script directly for that. So host name is what? Your machine name of your system. Understood. Now what? Suppose you want to make use of your system variable value. How you can make use of that? You can make use of that using this single less than symbol. What is the meaning of this? What is the variable name here? Variable name is here host name. What is this single this less than sign? This less than sign will read the value. Keep in mind, meaning of this less than sign, it will read the value. It will read the value from this variable. Yes, as I mentioned, this symbol will read value from system variable. Which system variable? This one. And assign it to the user defined variable. Here two variables are there in this statement. This is one variable. This is what? User defined. And this is what? System defined variables. So on your terminal, you just type /etc /hostname. So while running it individually, it is giving the permission deny error for me. Are you getting the same one? Yes. Okay, so try to run it in the script. Okay, with the root user, it will not give you. Okay, so second way of declaring variable and assigning a value. So within a read command, we can make the use of system variable key. While writing the some other script, we also need to use some system variable values. Like here, we are making the use of host name. So how you can do that? With the help of this single less than sign. This is for reading the value from this system variable. Okay, and lastly, what we are doing, we are just displaying it with the echo command. While displaying it, we are making use of our user defined variable. Okay, because we are assigning this after reading the value of this variable, you are assigning it to the host name. Okay, so this is another approach. Now, third approach, two approach already we have seen. First is what? Explicit definition. Second is the read command. And third, we have the command substitution. So third way of declaring the variable and assigning value using the command substitution means assigning the value of command itself to the variable. Which is your variable now here? Current directory is my variable. Correct? Now what you are assigning to it? You are assigning to it the value of command. But there is a syntax for that. What is the syntax? You should write it starting with the $sign, and in braces you write the name of the command. So this is the now I have mentioned here the PWD. You can mention any other command if you want to make the use of that value of that command. Okay, so this is our CMD substitute. Okay, so you can run it in the same way. So you can see what I have displayed below that. I have displayed script is running from the directory. This message will display as it is. And what value of this current directory. Now you can see value what I'm getting display. I'm getting display my current working directory, present working directory, this one. You might get differently. Okay, as per your directory you are working. Okay, so this is the third way of assigning value to the variable. So third way is what? With the help of the command substitution. So here you are in place of value, you are just substituting the command itself. What is the way of substituting that command? $sign in braces command itself. Okay, understood this part? Third way of declaring variable and assigning value.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.